What if I did an episode made entirely of what-if statements? What if you actually liked it? What if our eyes and our nostrils switched locations? Would we watch television or smell-o-vision? What if cats really do rule the universe and we look dumber than dogs to them? What if assholes glowed in the dark so we would know who to avoid in a bar? What if men still held the door open for women and women didn't see it as a blatant attack on their standing as a feminist? What if people actually paid attention to their children and realized they weren't theirs? What if hospitals didn't really keep track of babies? They just sent home the one that seemed like it went with that parent. What if somebody slipped something in your drink last night and you're sore for a reason that you just can't remember? What if that person was me and I'm in your closet right now making a little doll out of your hair? What if the Earth is on a collision course with a planet that's 100 times its size and we're worried about spinach in our teeth? And what if the spinach in your teeth had feelings and could talk? And what if it detailed the trauma of being eaten chomped by painful chomp? And what if Popeye was just a creation of the spinach industry to trick little children into thinking it's delicious? What if politicians are just characters created by banks to trick adults into thinking we're being represented? What if your mom really did screw the mailman and you're just a product of his misdirected package? Get it? Package? And what if there is no Santa Claus? What if it's just some fat hairy pervert that climbs down my chimney every year? What if Valentine's Day was just created for capitalism? Or what if the biggest moneymaker during that day is from booze and food from people that are eating and drinking their loneliness away? What if everyone did what you asked of them? What if that got boring after a while? So you asked people to change and they did. But that was no good because you wanted them to stop doing what you were asking. What if scientists invented a way to download knowledge into your brain while you slept? What if you were an insomniac? What if people buried in cemeteries woke up in their caskets and created an elaborate underground network? What if they got out and that's actually how the Grateful Dead started? What if Andy on the Goonies didn't play the right note on the skeleton organ and they all plummeted to their death? What if the person you think doesn't like you actually thinks about you every day? What if their thoughts are about how they're gonna dismember you? And what if that still doesn't turn you off? What if you subscribed and shared this? What if you bought a shirt from BecksTees.com? What if I saw you in the shirt and fell in love and we lived happily ever after? What if the we in that last sentence meant me in the t-shirt?